Hi guys, so this is the first entry into this week's reading vlog. This week's reading vlog is going to mostly be me reading books for the biannual bibliothon. Either later on tonight or tomorrow I will show you my TBR because currently I am reading Ignite Me by Tahara Mafi, and this is for the challenge of reading a sequel, but I was already 50% of the way through it in my previous reading vlog, which is up if you want to give it a watch. So I'm only going to count the remaining 50% towards my total pages at the end of the week. But I had to come in because I'm just so over this book, and I'm having a bad hair day, and I've been hating my hair for months, and I'm struggling with whether or not I want to cut it, but that's besides the point. I'm so over this book right now. The relationship of Juliet, Warner, and Adam is so soap opera ish. And right now, I'm in a phase in my life where I'm not really digging soap operas. Like, I have had this for like the past 10 years where there'll be years where I'm into every soap opera that's on almost. I'm watching every day, watching recaps online and everything on the hashtags on Twitter, trying to figure out what happened for the day. And then there are years when I just have no desire for anything soap opera ish, and I think that's why this book is getting on my nerves. But it's the writing style. I can't stop. Tahara Mafi is so beautiful in her writing. But that is my first update for today. I'm probably going to insert some clips in here because I did today go shopping, and I'm going to show you the books that I got from the library also, but that will probably come a little bit later. I'm going to get out of here anyway. I don't want the first clip to be super long. I'll see you guys later when I have an actual update. I just had to come in here right quick to say how much of a hypocrite Juliet is. I really need to get into annotating my books because I wanted to write that, but I'm going to read a small portion of it. Okay, this is it. The Robin's Egg Blue House, the one I woke up in, the one Warner lived in, the one his mother is stored in. We're standing in front of it, and it looks exactly as it did the last two times I was here. Beautiful and terrifying. Wind chimes whipping back and forth. Why the hell would Warner be here? Kenji asks. What is this place? I can't really tell you, I say to him. Why not? Because it's not my secret to tell. Okay, it's not her secret to tell why Warner is here, but it's her secret to tell Warner that James and Adam are his brothers. Girl, bye. Sit down. That really pissed me off because earlier she told Kenji that if Adam did not tell Warner that he and James were his brothers, that she would tell Warner. So that's your secret to tell. Okay? That's your secret. But not that Warner's going to visit his sick mother. Girl, get out of here. So I have this much left of Ignite Me by Tahara Mafi, and this book really makes me want to up my star rating for book two because while I still didn't enjoy book two, and I feel the same way about book two now that I did then, but for this book to be 408 pages, for this much to have passed, really a lot hasn't happened. They've spent, I will say, 95% of this book has been spent inside Warner's workout room, where it's now the house for, all of her friends. Nothing's happened. And I think this little bit that's left that I showed you before is where we're going to get into the battle. So, I don't know. This book is so disappointing. And it almost hurts to say that because the writing style is so beautiful. But the plot and the characters are terrible. That's all I got for right now. I will catch y'all later. So I just finished Ignite Me by Tahar Mafi, and if I'm being completely honest, this book did not need to exist. It is 408 pages, as I said in my last update, and it really only starts to get interesting 369 pages into it. For a majority of this book, we are just in the training room waiting for the action to start place. I felt like we were in the midst of like Laguna Beach or Beverly Hills 90210, like with all the drama and the immaturity of these characters. And, but I feel accomplished in reading this. I have finally read all three that I have on my shelf, and I think I'm going to give this uh 2 stars. I might give it 3 stars. My Goodreads is always linked down below, so if you follow me on there, you'll know before this goes up. But that's it for tonight. One book down in my Winter Biannual Bibliothon. 4 more books to go. So I just realized that I told you guys I was going to show you my TBR for the Biannual Bibliothon, and I didn't. So let me quickly go over my TBR. I'm not going to do all 7 challenges because I waited too late to put Other Worlds on hold at the library, and even though it's in transit to me right now, I probably won't have enough time to read it for it to count this week. So for a book that's mentioned in another book, a TV show, movie, etc., I have an e-copy through my library of The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, because I just recently read the Hold Me Closer, Tiny Cooper story, and they mentioned The Picture of Dorian Gray. For a backlisted title, this means a book that was published before 2017. I have A Walk to Remember by Nicholas Sparks. This was published 1999. I love this movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, so I want to see the differences and the similarities of the novel. For 2 challenges, a book that I know nothing about and a book under 200 pages, I have Queen Latifah's Put on Your Crown, Life-Changing Moments on the Path of Queendom. And this doesn't go for a challenge, but it needs to be back in the library in 3 days, and it has a waiting list a mile long, so I can't keep it. And that is Eleanor Ophelia is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. Excuse my creaking chair. I need to get another one. But currently I am reading for an update. Also, I'm currently reading this book, Put on Your Crown. And so far, I'm loving it. It's kind of like a self-help book. But I'll be back when I have an actual update. I just want to show you my TBR for this week. Hey guys, so I'm back with my last update for today. I haven't been updating as much because I have been trying to power through Put on Your Crown by Queen Latifah. I also am, let me see, 57 pages into Eleanor Ophelia is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. I'm so excited, but I have to wait because the library just sent me confirmation Beneath the Sugar Skies by Shauna McGuire is waiting for me. I am so excited. But I'm on page 126 of this, and it's 197 pages. So I'm just going to call it a night, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, I thought I'd just pop in with another update. I finished Put on Your Crown, Life-Changing Moments on the Path to Queendom by Queen Latifah. And I'm struggling with whether I need to go change my Goodreads rating. I gave it 3 stars, but I'm between 2.5 to 3 stars because I feel like it was just very average advice. this is part biography of Queen Latifah's life and part like self-improvement book. And I felt like the self-improvement side was so basic. Like you could have got this advice anywhere in any book, website, video. It wasn't anything special about it. I just feel like it was an okay book. But this completes my challenges of reading a book that's under 200 pages and reading a book you know nothing about. And I am 96 pages into Eleanor Ophelia is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. And I'm not enjoying this book as much as I thought I would. I'm kind of finding the writing style a bit pretentious. And with the kind of character that Eleanor is, she is not really a likable character so far. She kind of reminds me of Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. But I am only 96 pages in, so I'm not even halfway yet. So maybe it'll change because I have very high hopes for this book. And I'm also currently catching up on videos. I have a playlist which I'll try to link down below if you want to help people get time. But I'm currently watching Reading Infinitely, her reading vlog. And my playlist is all reading vlogs, just a heads up, because I am addicted to them. Hey guys, I am 63% of the way through Eleanor Ophelia is Completely Fine. And I don't know how. I feel like this is going to probably end up on my most disappointing reads of this year, because while I am currently loving the book and it has been like so amazing to see Eleanor's journey, like as she's slowly changing throughout the book, it took me almost 130 pages to get into the story. So at the most it's probably going to get 4 stars. It's really character driven. It's nothing really happens in this book besides the fact that Eleanor spends a majority of the book stalking this musician that she saw perform one day and she fell in love with and felt like the universe was telling her that he was the one. I just finished Eleanor Ophelia is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. And this is the first time I feel like in a while I've been truly stumped with a rating. I didn't even give it a rating on Goodreads yet. I'm stuck between should I give it a 4 or give it a 5, because this book is very character driven. Nothing really happens. There's no plot. It's just about the evolution of Eleanor and us discovering what happened to her and why she is the person she starts out in the novel. And the ending shook me. I obviously don't. I want to talk about it, but I don't. I might need to do a review because I don't want to spoil it if anyone hasn't read it yet. But the ending just, what? What? First of all, I love the friendship between Eleanor and Raymond. And I love how, like, it brought Eleanor out of her shell. I also love that she got therapy in the book. This actually does fit in the category for my Biannual Bibliothon because this is a book with mental illness in it. Eleanor is suffering from clinical depression, and I think it wasn't stated, but from some of the things that I've researched, I'm by no means a professional, but I think she's also suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder. But this book, it tore me apart. The last 157 pages tore me apart. I just can't wait for this movie. Guys, I am so excited. I have Beneath the Sugar Skies, Book 3 in the Wayward Children series by Shawnee McGuire. I just went to the library. I decided I'll do a little library haul. Excuse my squeaking chair. I also got Love and Other Train Wrecks by Leah Khan. When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalante. In Order to Live, a North Korean girl's journey to freedom by Yomi Park. El Defo by CC Bell. One of my 12 books to read this year, Neil deGrasse Tyson's Astrophysics for People in a Hurry. You knew this was coming if you watched last week's reading vlog. As You Wish by Chelsea Sedalia. You know I love the 100 Lives of Elizabeth. Another one of my 12 books to read for this year, Asking for It by Louise O'Neill. Young Jane Young by Gabrielle Zevin. And last but certainly not least, Other Worlds by Jason Segel and Christian Miller. I told you this was going to happen. I wasn't going to have enough time to pick it up before the end of Biannual Bibliothon. And I ended up getting it the day after Biannual Bibliothon, which I was wondering if I was going to cut my reading vlog short there or if I was going to continue it out these last 2 days. And I just decided that I'm going to continue it out these last 2 days. On Sunday, I will wrap up the Biannual Bibliothon, and then this will go up Monday. So that is the only update I have for you now. I'm probably going to start reading Beneath the Sugar Skies. I am so excited, and I will be back when I have an actual update for you guys. I really don't know how you wrap these things up yet. Hopefully I'll get into a better groove as they go on. But I am here with my last update slash wrap up for my reading vlog and the biannual bibliothon. So currently I am 47 pages into Beneath the Sugar Sky, book 3 in the Wayward Children series by Shauna Maguire. I love it. As I have been reading, I have been fangirling so hard. We're back with some of the original cast from Every Heart a Doorway, and I just love it. I have not felt this way about a series since The Mortal Instruments, and I'm trying to take my time reading this and not devour it like I want to, because I don't think we're getting another one until possibly next year. I don't know. I haven't checked Goodreads. But look. So on to my biannual bibliothon wrap up. I'm so proud of myself because I pushed myself with reading more than I would normally read, and I was able to read 1,400 pages this week. And the first book that I completed for my first challenge is to read a sequel, and that was Ignite Me by Tahara Mafi. I gave this 2 stars. Not a lot happened in this book. I felt it was unnecessary. I hate Warner. I hate Adam. I don't really like Juliet. I'm glad to have this series over with and not something, in the back of my mind all the time that I have to read it. The next book that I completed this week was Put on Your Crown, Life-Changing Moments on the Path to Queendom by Queen Latifah. I gave this book 3 stars. I felt it was pretty average. Nothing new was being said. And I really found myself liking more of the biography side of this book than of the self-help side. So it completed the challenges of a book you know nothing about and a book that's under 200 pages. And the last book that I finished was Eleanor Opheliant is Completely Fine by Gail Honeyman. And I gave this book 4 stars. I struggled with 4 and 5, but it took me almost 130 pages to get into the story. This is a very slow read, and it is more character driven than plot driven. Not a lot happens. It just focuses solely on the evolution of Eleanor as a person throughout the book. I loved, as I stated in the vlog, I loved that therapy was introduced to the story, that Eleanor chose to go to therapy. I also loved her friendship with Raymond, and this completed the challenge of read a book with mental illness. So that is it for my winter biannual bibliothon wrap up. Thank you for sticking around with me this week. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to, you can follow me on all of my social medias. There will be linked down below, and share the video. It helps me a lot. I graciously appreciate it. And if you want to, you don't have to, but if you want to, you can hit that subscribe button and the bell button beside it to be notified when I upload new content. I upload 2 times a week, Monday and Wednesday at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 o'clock a.m. Pacific Time, if I'm not mistaken. And as always, until we meet again, got lipstick all over my hand. I gotta stop doing that.